last time I spoke to Donald, you'd be sending somebody.
Yes.
From his coterie to liaise with me. Was that you?
I have never had the honour and the privilege to be part of His Royal Majesty's coterie. I am but his loyal servant and a servant of the Camarilla.
Ah, yes, of course. Not of his coterie, but of the Camarilla, so...
Yes. House Tremere has always been a noble and honourable supporter of the Camarilla.
House...
Tremere.
Tremere, yes.
Actually, on that point, Your Majesty, I do hear that you have Lady Nyx of my blood, but not of my house, perhaps.
Yes, I do. Did you not see her dancing earlier? It was quite entrancing.
Oh, I thought that was another Toreador with the beauty of her dance.
Of course. I almost mistook her for one as well the first time that I met her.
I noticed you had a favoured gaze at her, Your Majesty.
Not particularly. I don't tend to have a favoured gaze towards any of my coterie, but favoured is not.
My apologies for putting words that were not meant, Your Majesty. My apologies. I am but a Tremere. I do not have the grace of linguistics or style as you of the noble clan Toreador.
Of course. You don't need to degrade yourself in my presence. It's not something I'm not as. I am not myself of the Ivory Tower, and.
But you are a prince, Your Majesty, and that is a title and a station that should be respected.
Of course.
And feared if needed.
Well, certainly feared, but I do appreciate the respect you're bringing forward.
Of course.
However, this is a time of jubilation, and I'd like to know further what your business in Chester is.
To assist you, Your Majesty, and to serve the Camarilla.
Of course.
And speaking of the Camarilla, and in accordance with the traditions, may I have domain in your lovely domain, sir?
Of course, it depends which area you'd like. I mean, the park, there's a very nice bit of the woods I was in just 3 days ago.
I prefer more urban places, Your Majesty.
Of course. Is there anything in particular that you have your eye on?
This is my first night in your lovely city. I've already started to make my observations, but I shall make full observations and perhaps get a letter to you at due course with my preferred location, if that is okay with you, Your Majesty.
Of course. Yes, if you'd like to, I don't know, if you list your top 3 locations, I will see what I can do for you.
You're very kind, Your Majesty. Now, I do not wish to monopolise your time, obviously, as you say, you're very busy, and I would very much like to speak to Lady Nyx, if possible, this evening.
Well, of course, I can always have words with Lady Nyx. She is a guest of our house and an adopted member of our coterie.
Ah.
I shall have words with her. So I'm going to look for Nyx.
Where is Nyx right now? What has Nyx been up to since?
Do we want to know?
Well, she has since finished her dance, and given the fact that she's quite hungry, she has started sniffing out some of the humans.
Well, the current things available is there are a variety of staff members that are currently wandering around. You do have the option of just taking a glass of the offered blood. It does look like it has been, well, you would actually know what goes into the proceedings for it. It's the, it's Arlo's chef, though it has been specifically done on the grounds of, for at least the last couple of days running up to this, certain members of staff have been subjected to certain
experimentation.
Gotcha.
Certain procedures.
Okie dokie.
AJ.
Would you roll me 1d10, please, Oscar?
Certainly.
Yes.
Statement no longer stands. Alyssa has gone back into the manor, into her bedroom. She's getting changed.
Understood.
Hey.
Okay.
I have rolled.
Right. Bear with me 2 seconds. Right, okay, so you don't get any hungrier.
That's good.
Currently, though no one else has seen you do it, you give yourself over to the sudden flush of auspex. You can see in the seat, as described previously, what looks like a shifting sort of shadow that coalesces a little into a gentleman with his hood up and over his face. He looks like he's wearing sort of a long-sleeved, baggy top. What seems to be effectively cut-off jeans after a point, pair of decent boots, definitely Nosferatu-looking skin as his hand is wrapped around one of the wrapped around the glass itself, though he has not moved nor is drinking.
That's one of the two.
The other one is currently not in view.
I'm going to keep it up.
Okay.
Are you looking at Elizabeth at any point?
I'm casually looking around, I'm looking for something particular.
Okay, Elizabeth, why would looking at you in this situation with sense the unseen make a difference?
Oh,
What?
I thought Auspex was the...
Yes,
I thought it said-
that's level 1 in Auspex.
No,
Okay.
I can't scry the soul.
Nope, that's fair. That's why I was wondering. But the storyteller now knows why.
No reason.
No reason at all.
Interesting.
Okay, so Nix, how are you partaking? Are you partaking of blood that is offered? Are you partaking of a person?
Oh, Nyx is totally. She's Nyx. Of course, she's going to take a person.
All right. In that case, you actually drag your dance partner off and into the house. Make me a dexterity and well, that's a different problem. Dexterity and awareness roll.
Dexterity and awareness.
My apologies, actually. Just bear with me a second. That's what I meant to do. Yep.
Okay. Let's do this. 3 for Dex.
BRB.
3 successes.
2 for awareness.
4 successes. You managed to make your way up into your room quite handily. There was a moment where you just had this sudden urge to just step more to the left. Don't know why.
Okay.
It just felt right.
Gotcha. I'm
But-
going to step to the left.
You step to the left for a few minutes, and then carry on down to your bedroom. Opening the door, dragging the guy in, and I can presume you're feeding after other things.
Yes.
Alrighty. I'm gonna say at least the one hunger gone. You only have one to take, but you can feel perfect and not feel any hunger if you kill it.
No, I'm not gonna do
Last
that.
drop.
Fair enough. So, we will be fading to black on you for a while. You may re-enter the scene at your leisure, depending on how lucky or stamina-based the gentleman is.
What has become of the noble clan Tremere?
The pyramid broke, that's what became of it.
This is what happened. This is what happened.
So, Arlo is just generally... Are you still conversing? Sorry, I missed the part where you headed off and did something else. Did you do something else?
What, me heading off? I was trying to find Nyx, but Nyx has just done that, so...
Yeah, you quite literally watched Nyx just run past you some guy in tow. And there's almost this moment where you and Oscar just share the same look of,
Oh.
Ah.
It appear that Lady Nyx is otherwise engaged.
Are you sure she's one of my clan?
I mean, I haven't performed checks, but I take her on her word.
Have you seen her perform feats of magic?
no, but that
I've-
guy will.
Yes.
She has sex magic.
Magic.
I'm not speaking about tantric properties, Your Majesty.
I would. No, of course not. No, I meant that dance earlier was almost a form of magic.
I'm be sure that any Toreador of sufficient skill could replicate that, and in fact improve upon that, Your Majesty.
Well, of course, yes.
Such as yourself. Perhaps Your Majesty should show us all how it's done, how a true peon of Clan Toreador enchants...
Excuse me?
Yes?
Did you just call the sitting prince a peon?
No. No, I did not, Your Majesty. I mean the term as in, the peon, as in the apex, the ultimate.
I'm fairly sure you've slightly mixed up here. The peon?
Yes. The absolute top of the grace of
Apex,
art.
I believe you mean.
If you wish for that word, you are the prince. I shall go with your dictionary, Your Majesty.
Of course. But I'm most certainly not a peon.
Of course, that I would never think a prince was such a thing. My apologies for my wrong language.
But of course, I would be happy to dance later. If we have a full jazz band, I would be remiss not to grace the dance floor with
I
my
look forward
presence.
to seeing your grace of Clan Toreador in action, Your Majesty.
Of course.
Well, go on then.
I literally stop talking, just kind of hold my hands together and wait.
Yep.
Performance. Probably your choice of charisma or manipulation. And would you
Yeah.
like to do anything to enhance this?
Charisma. Ooh. Can I do charisma and athletics?
It's going to be charisma and performance.
Okay, of course.
Don't forget to pop or. Always pop or.
The thing is, well, to be fair, it's my own Elysium.
Yes, you're allowed.
That's not how that works, but carry on.
No, he won't pop or. It goes through his head for a second. He's like,
Whiz it up.
and then he's like, should I pop celerity or no? We're just doing this bareback.
Oh gosh.
Oh goodness.
Oh my.
That's what Nick said.
Hey.
Can't high five through the internet, but carry on.
Save it for Saturday.
3 successes so far. 4 successes. It's not the same elegance Nyx pulled off, but what Nyx pulled off was fueled by hunger. Yours is fueled by experience and by following the correct steps. You perform quite masterfully. It's not work of art level, but it's a Toreador on a normal day. Whereas to everyone else, it's enough to basically draw attention from most of the surrounding crowd. Any of the ghouls or mortal retainers in the area just kind of look over at you, and there's some cheering, some level of clapping along. A couple of the kindred kind of like look over with a raised eyebrow and a small nod. What do you do at this point, Elizabeth?
Give a nod look over while going back to the car.
Make me a awareness and I would probably say wits roll.
Yay! Straight to that.
Oh dear.
Yes.
2 successes. It's not enough to see what happens. But you are looking at the dance floor away from your cards.
Before going back to the cards, because gambling addict.
Godson is just smiling at you across the table. Jen, do me a favour and roll me a 5 dice.
Sorry, I'm figuring out how to use the thing. Here we are.
Yeah, Godson did not start with those aces.
I'm gonna stand in a place where he can see me and just stare at him with one eyebrow raised until he pays attention to me.
He looks up at you, smiles a little, and then goes back to his cards. Perfectly aware of what he's done, perfectly aware of how he's done it, and perfectly aware that he was being watched. And yet, he's still getting away with that shit.
Not my issue.
And that's what he's relying on.
She just wanders away, sits down behind the table and watches another game, because it's not her problem.
Elizabeth, you promptly lose the next hand, and a bunch of chips go towards Michael.
Fair.
Alyssa, by this point in time, you have headed upstairs. You have changed, you say?
I did.
And you're coming back downstairs?
I am.
Are you coming back downstairs? Oh. Righto. Yeah, we know you're there just eating Nix. That's half the reason why we've, you know...
Faded to black.
That's why we faded to black, damn it. So, you come down the stairs. Would you like to describe... Oh, are you in full view?
I mean, as full view as you can get with a mask on her face.
Would you like to describe yourself for the benefit of the people around?
So Alyssa is 5'4". She is of leaf build, but because you can see her arms, you can see there is a slight tone definition to them. She has incredibly green eyes that almost kind of shift as if they're moving with the light and the shadows of the world. She has a beautiful green silk and lace dress on, and a beautiful gold lace mask covering her face, and she has kind of put on the barest amount of makeup just to make it look not shit. So she's got a little bit of mascara on, she's got a little bit of blush going, and she's got a little bit of a lip going, and that's about it. She looks very wobbly in her she's wearing heels. They're not incredibly high, but she is wearing some heel, and she's wobbling a little bit, walking, steadying herself, and then continuing like she's never walked in heels in her life.
Okay.
And she looks very fleshy.
So, you head out into the, basically the open dining area. Well, all things are a dining area when vampires are involved.
Yeah.
And the very first thing that you hear Oscar and Jen is the sound of a breaking glass. As you glance back over Oscar, you can see that this Nosferatu has just turned and looked. You no longer need Auspex because he's decloaked as he made contact with the glass. It's smashed on the floor. He just kind of looks down and then looks back up. So that is your first impression, Oscar. Jen, your first impression is, why is Alyssa not a Nosferatu?
I feel like I'm missing a key piece of context.
Nosferatu are all you've seen the movie Nosferatu. Or you've seen
Hideous.
I'm aware of the concept of Nosferatus, yeah.
Yeah, Alyssa is a Nosferatu by clan. She currently does not look like a Nosferatu at all.
Oh, okay.
She looks like a normal person.
Does she look like she's got a mask of 1,000 faces? Auspex.
You would not be able. Would you be able to tell that with Sense the Unseen? Bear with me a second.
Yes, it is an Auspex and a magical effect. Auspex lets you see magic and obfuscate. So Sense the Unseen does.
I wonder if there's a contestation. Allow me to have a quickly look at obfuscate even.
I do believe there is. You set the difficulty depending on how high the obfuscate is.
Okay. Sense the Unseen can pierce the power as usual. Let's see. Sense the Unseen. Hidden roll of wits and auspex says this difficulty they choose. Roll me wits and auspex.
Excellent. I have this. And rolled. Oh, not done that. And rolled again. With only 3 successes.
3 successes. If she indeed has Mask of 1,000 Faces up, you cannot penetrate it.
See, she's not Nosferatu in my opinion.
But yes, Jen, you don't know what the deal is. The last time you saw Alyssa, she was very much a Nosferatu. Now she's a, I believe as Arlo put it, a 3.
3, yeah.
Harsh.
Arlo knows.
Well, no. Not really a 3, but yeah, a tribrid is what.
The point to it is definitely not a 0.
Definitely not a 0.
And it also seems to have caught the Nosferatu's attention.
Quite intimately, it seems.
Nosferatu sort of stands, walks over to somebody nearby and whispers something in their ear.
I'm watching him at this point.
The person nods. The person they were stood to was clearly just a member of staff, who then goes off and collects like a dustpan brush and a squeegee, and basically mops up the blood and
Squeegee.
removes the pieces of glass before he walks over to Alyssa, nods ever so slightly, and carries on walking past. Alyssa, you know Jasper.
Yep.
Well, that's Jasper. I want to fangasm over him now.
I said a Nosferatu from LA, didn't I?
I expected it, but I didn't know because Nos from LA want to look like Jasper.
It is, in fact, but the one thing I'm offering myself of putting in Jasper from LA by Night. He sort of inclines his head slightly to Alyssa, then just heads into the house.
Well, he knows blood sorcery.
Yeah, he does. Alyssa, what are you doing?
I'm gonna go and follow Jasper then.
You're gonna just literally turn around and follow Jasper.
Yep.
I'm going to follow at a distance.
Okay, you stand yourself up. I would like, in the case of, it would just be Oscar, I would like a stealth.
I'm not trying to stealth.
In that case,
I'm walking after them, but politely, not stealthily.
how close do you want to get?
I shall stand politely at a distance and wait to be acknowledged.
Okay. Right, then Jasper will head pretty much to where the front door is. How much do you pursue him, Alyssa? He doesn't look like he's noticed you're following him, or if he is, he's being very quiet about the fact.
I'm kind of like almost like a stage whisper, just Jasper, hold up.
He glances over his shoulder, ever so imperceptibly, stopping at the door. He ducks around a corner and is out of sight for a moment.
Yeah, I know what he's doing.
You get to the corner. He is not there. It's at this point in time you're in a long hallway, and if you are pursuing enough, Oscar, that you wish to be within view of them,
Yep.
you're near enough the other end of the corridor and can currently only see Alyssa.
Oh. I can imagine what has happened to the other one.
You are almost certain that he's looked for a portion to once again slip into the shadows, as it were. However, with your
light
aspect on, you
cough.
still can't see him. There is a cough behind you, Alyssa.
Okay. Oh, hang on. I was about to do a thing, and then I lost my page. Bear with me a second. Why is it every time I zoom in, you disappear? Fuck's sake. I just want to do a thing. Stop disappearing.
I mean, he's a Nosferatu. It's highly likely he will.
Ha 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 ha. No, I'm trying to read if Silence of Death will work in this situation where nobody will be able to hear us.
Damn obfuscate.
But every time I zoom in to look at it, it disappears.
What page is it on?
About 261.
I got you.
Hang on, I might have it. Resigns. Okay, here we go. The user silences their footsteps, clothing, minor collisions, and other sounds of their person, making the. So it won't work on what I want to do. Okay, never mind. Yeah, screw it. I'll just ignore that bit.
Right, so there is a, like I say, coughing behind you.
Light cough,
Very polite.
of course.
Wait, from who?
From Oscar.
From Oscar. You know, it's very rude to be followed.
I am not following you for malicious purposes, milady. I just wanted to make sure everything was okay after your colleague's extreme reaction to your appearance at the gathering.
Well, thank you for your concern, but it is not needed.
Of course, I shall excuse oneself now. My apologies. Have a pleasant night. And I shall bow politely and turn and walk off.
Okay. When you turn and walk off, are you remaining within?
No.
That you are just heading straight off.
No, I'm not going to get to that stage yet.
Okay, then. I do love the yet there. That's the important part.
Everything seems to be going well.
So, Alyssa, you hear a whisper from the corner. You know, it's very rude to follow someone.
Very funny, Jasper. Very funny. What was all that about?
It seems that you have either gained a new ability, or you have had some sort of change since last I saw you. Which is it?
You can't tell?
No, and that is the part that is alarming me.
I'd like to think I can trust you. So I'll tell you the truth.
I've made that mistake before.
Yes, but those others weren't me.
So go on. Trying to get Alex Ward's mannerisms right sucks.
You're right, there's been a change.
Okay.
I can't tell you much more because we don't know.
I understand. Well, when you do find out, or if you wish to find out more, I'd be very interested in studying what it is that seems to have happened to you.
To be honest, I would appreciate the help, Jasper.
Yes. Well, it's safe to say it's something I've not had the pleasure of seeing before, and that's unusual for a cousin. Do go careful. I think your new guest is somewhat enamored with getting your attention, from what I heard.
He's definitely not one of my guests, because he's not on my guest list.
I see.
So I'm keeping a very close eye on him. Well, not at the moment, I'm not, but that was because I came running after you.
Then I think you perhaps should get on with it.
Quite.
We'll talk later, sure.
Okay, you know where I am.
The big house is very hard to miss.
Isn't it just? For now then, Jasper.
Good night. And you wait a moment. Can't hear him, can't see him. Seems to have just gone.
I'm gonna go back and do originally what I was gonna say I was gonna do.
Okay. You come stalking out to the back. By this time, Elizabeth, you've just been having a very bad run of luck. You're not sure why.
So,
You're currently most of the chips down, and considering the game buy-in for here is about $1,000, you feel that you've potentially been getting either the worst luck in the world or someone screwing you.
well, it's all going to charity, so I'll finish off with what chips I've got left, and then duck out, because Elizabeth is at the stage of set herself a upper limit. So fighting it once is enough.
Very well. A few more hands, and yes, as expected, you are busted out relatively quickly. The winner of that table pot at that point in time comes down to one Michael Godson. It came to a certain point in time where basically he just started being a complete ass and playing the cards face down. He wasn't even looking at his hand at one point.
So in other words, her bastard was cheating like a motherfucker.
No, he's just doing exactly what James usually does and plays with a blind hand because it winds people up, especially professional poker players.
Wow.
Yeah, wouldn't wind Elizabeth up. She doesn't care. She just...
He refers to it as the Maverick approach.
Ah.
So, I will quickly check what Oscar's currently doing. You've brought yourself back outside.
Oscar did say in the Discord to go back.
Oh, he did? Right, fair enough. I can't see Discord for the moment. In that case, Arlo, what are you doing?
Well, I guess I'm still dancing, aren't I?
You have not stopped this entire time. But at the same note, you got that involved in the dance, you didn't even see that your audience had gone and has now returned. On that subject, Oscar, the prince is still dancing when you get back.
It's the trance of the dance.
So yeah, Oscar,
Yes,
now that you're back, what are you doing as an immediate thing?
I'm going to find somewhere near the door, but not blocking the door, to wait for the reappearance of Lady Nyx.
Okay. As you remain by the side of the door, Alyssa, do you come back out this way?
Mm-hmm.
So the very first thing you notice Oscar coming past you is Alyssa. Again, not quite as, Bambi-esque at the moment.
No.
Like she's now managed to get herself walking on those heels. But she kind of just walks out into the middle of the party. Gives you a sort of half sideways glance.
While I'm waiting, I'm going to keep an eye on her, because obviously I have no idea which people I suspect she is.
Okie dokie. You say you have sense and scene, yes?
Yes, I'm
there is a moment where you look out the corner of your eye. Because you can swear something's looking at you. As you glance left, there is a very brief moment of a cat's eye looking at you before it vanishes when you take full attention to it.
How very interesting.
There is a weird presence around you.
Can I make an occult roll?
Yes, you may. Occult and intelligence.
Ah, so that's 8 dice. I'm guessing there's no paganism to this at all?
Add your paganism.
Okay.
Oh dear. That's a lot of dice.
That is a 9 dice roll.
It is my whole thing. Oh wow, that was a rubbish roll.
3 successes. Damn, a lot of fives.
I would spend a willpower.
You can re-roll. Yes, go for it. Up to 3, I believe.
How do you do that in this game?
Just roll another 3 dice.
Okay. I'm gonna re-roll those 3 5s.
That's entirely fair.
Oh wow, that was even worse.
Wow.
Still 3 successes and a waste of willpower.
Right. So what you get from the glance is the first thing that runs through your brain is spirit. It's not like someone's using a power. It's like there was a definitive presence there. The spirit itself was looking at you briefly, basically glanced to dead on, but then had moved and either gone or been dispelled or been pushed away by your side. What you can ascertain is that it seems to be something, you get that feeling about it as though it's something primal, totemic almost.
You said there was a Cappadocian operating in the area, didn't you?
I did say there was a Cappadocian operating in the area, yes.
And they deal with their ghosts and spirits.
They do indeed. But that's the other, I'll basically give you the 3 bits of information for it. So the third bit of information is it is almost certainly not a ghost or a, when I say spirit, it is more totem.
Interesting. Very interesting.
In fact, where would you, have you been in Manchester your entire existence?
Probably my entire existence as a kindred.
Okay, you've not got anything survive. But you do have a reasonably high investigation, so I would like you to very quickly roll me an intelligence and investigation check.
Right, 3. Let's see, so investigation 3, 4, so 7. Right, okay.
This is basically just to do the mind palace pulling of bits of information.
Let's hope that was better than my last roll. 5 successes.
That is actually higher. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 successes.
Oh wow.
Crit, and it is a messy critical.
Oh god.
So
I remember so well.
you have this moment, and there is a distinct moment where you actually, I'm gonna need you to roll a willpower save because you may enter a fear frenzy.
Oh, I've already spent one, haven't I? Roll 4. Is it worth maybe? Oh, you can't reroll, then. Yeah. Oof. Can I use a willpower to roll one of my crits so hopefully I don't get a crit?
Yes, if you want to lower your results, then that is viable.
Fear frenzying in this call would be terrible.
I can appreciate someone who has the good manners to it. Just roll me 1 dice then.
Watch this be a 10 now.
I may die.
I'd laugh.
Oh, yeah. Don't frenzy around this
Oh,
one.
thank you. 3. It's a 3. It's fine. It's all good. I don't frenzy. It's all good.
1, 2, 3, 4 successes total. There is this moment where your brain just gets almost overtaken with the fight or flight reflex, very much on the flight side. But you just snap out of it a couple of seconds later. You are sure, almost 100%, that what you have just experienced has only been recorded down in regards to lupines.
Oh, okay.
It is a lupine totem spirit.
Interesting. We'll keep an eye on this one, I think.
And as pointed out, it seems to be almost radiating around Alyssa.
Interesting indeed.
So yeah, that's you have that sort of moment of, if you could breathe and if your heart was beating, you would held your breath and your heart would have skipped one. But you don't. You're a vampire, and one of precision and control you like to feel.
Of course.
You make a moment's note that you need to research a little more into cat-based spirits, perhaps.
I shall indeed. It'll be a fine evening's reading.
Excellent. Speaking of which, on that subject, I know you could only really go till 9, couldn't you, Phil?
Yes. Just for this evening.
Being as there is only 10 minutes till 9, shall we make that a point of you head to go and start your research?
Actually, yes, that would be a perfect point of exit now.
I didn't want to get you involved in another scene halfway through and then suddenly be one of those situations.
Thank you kindly.
No problem. We'll have a bit of an outro. Arlo, you do notice that your guest looks like they've taken a moment. They had a thoughtful look on their face and has now turned to. Well, actually, would you make your exit or would you be?
I would speak to the prince before I leave, of course.
Then, by all means, do so.
Your Majesty, my apologies. Before I say anything, your dance was spectacular. Truly magical, one might say. Coming from a Tremere, that is quite a compliment.
No, I understand it is.
It must be regrettable I have to leave at the moment, with your blessing, of course.
Of course.
I shall try to get that list of properties to you by tomorrow night. Do you have a way of being contacted?
Yes, I do.
Letter, of course.
A letter?
Well, we don't want details to be electronically sent, do we?
No. Send a letter.
Do you have an address one could send things to?
An address?
Yes.
Generally, things are just sent to the gate stop.
And I shall make sure that one of my retainers forwards you the list at the earliest convenience, Your Majesty. And may I thank you for your hospitality.
I hope you enjoyed the Elysium, and I do hope, well, of course you're going to be taking up residence in Chester now.
Yes, with both princes' blessing.
Of course.
Of course, Your Majesty.
Well,
before I go, Your Majesty, just one quick question.
of course.
If it's okay. Just a question. Can I ask your current ideas about the situation in Liverpool?
The situation in Liverpool?
Yes.
What, the Anarchs have control of the Liverpool currently?
Yes, a dreadfully faux pas, is it not?
Yes, but the thing is that I'm in a position currently, my friend, where I have the Camarilla to the left of me and the Anarchs to the right. And I do hope you understand that at this point in time, and as I have promised Prince Donald, I'm not taking sides.
If I may be so bold and respectful, Your Majesty, the fact that you've taken the name Prince has shown that you've taken a side to the Anarchs.
To the Anarchs, you say?
Well, yes, you're not Baron of Chester, you're Prince of Chester, sir.
I'm Prince Regent.
That is still a Camarilla
This is something that I
title.
have taken from the former prince that sat here.
Yes, but if I remember, you are having a good relationship with the Prince of Manchester, yes, sir?
Yes, of course, and he's of the Camarilla.
Of course, but this to the Anarchs, those of the more, how we say, quick to judge and quick to temper, that they would have always seen this as you taking a side.
Well, perhaps they might, but I have yet to converse with them in order to find this out. I'm sure that should they believe that I had taken a side, they would have sent somebody. Did you catch my meaning?
Indeed, but of course, you already have protection from other people, Your Majesty.
Of course, I hope to keep it that way.
As do I, Your Majesty. As do I.
Yes, well, as you must go, do enjoy Chester. I'm sure you'll find many places that you might wish to occupy. Do try not to overreach while you're here.
I would never do such thing on someone else's domain, Your Majesty. Will you please give my blessings to that Lady Nyx? I never had the pleasure of that conversation, but business before pleasure, alas. We have
Alas,
housed
I
Tremere.
believe that she, much like the rest of this country, on this, the night of Elysium, have placed pleasure before business. As
And
this,
if I may say, Your Majesty, any member of House Tremere knows that business must always come with pleasure, as the business of the secrets of the night are never truly left to chance. Of course. Good day, Your Majesty. I've kept far too much of your time, please. Excuse me, and thank you very much for your hospitality and your excellent soir.
no problem. I do hope you enjoyed the wine.
Alas, business before pleasure, Your Majesty. I never had a chance to tempt the wine.
Would you like one to go, Paul?
I'm afraid, Your Majesty, I still have much to do this evening. I need a clear head for it. One does not wish to perform the magics of the universe with a slightly tipsy brain.
No. It's just going to taste very nice. It's not going to make you drunk.
As the humans say, Your Majesty, a moment on the lips, a lifetime on the hips.
I fail to see how this applies.
It's expression, Your Majesty, rather than truth, sir. You know what the mortals are like, easily swayed by silly meanings.
Of course, but I would have thought that you would have risen above such things. Either way,
Oh dear.
Strauss, always the correct.
as you will, if you don't wish to try some of the special reserve, I bid a good evening.
Perhaps, Your Majesty,
Safe
we
travels.
can have a glass and a more private meeting of another date.
Of course, I'm sure that after I review your what is it, application for domicile, I will most definitely call you back here.
Of course, Your Majesty. I look forward to your summons, Your Majesty. Good day.
Good day.
I do a little bow, then walk off.
Outstanding.
Dagger's in the dagger looks, I'm guessing.
Outstanding.
Arlo, you see Nyx slowly, is it even a walk of shame? I don't think there's any shame involved.
No, there's no shame. There's no shame.
Come walking out in a completely different dress of the house.
How the fuck did that happen?
There was some tearing.
Oh shit, Alyssa's gonna kill me.
It's fine. Hire a new tailor is on the
like
list.
a completely different dress, but now you just see it's just a lot shorter where it's been ripped.
Oh,
Oh, this is
the ripping
gonna...
and the tearing.
It's okay. Hire a new tailor is on the list.
Mm-hmm. It is. It's number 5.
Yep.
Just before sort Alicia's shit out.
This is our coterie goals now. Hire a different tailor.
No, hire a new tailor. Me and Arlo both realised my tailor's still in Doncaster and Arlo's tailor possibly died in Soho.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're being fair, I thought Arlo was Arlo's tailor.
Arlo is Arlo's tailor, only out of necessity because his tailor died in Soho.
I understand. And not entirely because Arlo's last attempt at making a suit turned out exactly as you should expect.
Sad clown funeral.
Sad clown funeral.
Oh.
It's alright. Things could be infinitely worse.
AJ, just do yourself a favour. Don't look at General for a while.
It's alright, I don't need to.
Oh no, Cobblestone! No! He was my best friend!
Everything feels better.
No!
Oh yes, another person who knows of cobblestone is actually here.
I never even met Cobblestone,
Oh, jeez.
But
and he was my
cobblestone,
friend.
he was everyone's friend. He was going to be my best man at my wedding.
He
What
loved
the
us
fuck is
all.
cobblestone?
Don't. Just don't. It's not worth it.
Just
We'll explain it after the game.
Gotcha.
So, Arlo, you clock Nick's walking out of the room. I leave the scene to you.
Yep. Having fun, are we?
Of course. I mean, it is a party after all.
Yeah. Excellent dancing back there, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
I can't believe I tried to follow that act, and I couldn't. That's bizarre.
That is bizarre. I suppose luck was on my side tonight.
I guess so, in more ways than one.
Up all night to get lucky. She's up all night to get
Have you sampled any of Paul's special reserve tonight?
No, I can't say I've had the opportunity to yet. I was preoccupied.
Okay, I beckon one of the serving staff.
Paul himself actually does approach at your beckon.
Fantastic.
Sire?
Lady Nix would like to see what you've been brewing, Paul.
I would?
I think she'll be pleasantly surprised.
I have heard that about Lady Nix, yes.
Yes. Everyone's heard that about Lady Nix.
He holds over
Oh dear.
a tray with multiple champagne flutes filled with a red liquid.
Well, considering she feels she has no choice in the matter, she's going to choose one carefully.
Sweet or savory?
Sweet.
It tastes of blood and cheesecake.
Oh. That's not her reaction, that's mine, I'm sorry. Cheesecake.
About to say, if it came down to her reaction, I think a fade to black's probably in order.
She's not going to make love to the champagne flute.
Can we say this?
Hey, what she does in her bedroom.
Yeah, we don't kink shame here.
So, what do you think, Nix?
I have to say, I'm quite impressed. How on earth do you infuse the flavor?
He smiles a little. It means I get to eat a lot of cheesecake.
Yes, it does.
Well, considering cheesecake was always one of my favorite desserts, I am completely satisfied.
Did you hear that, Paul? Lady Nix is completely satisfied.
I shall take it as the highest of compliments, ma'am. The fuck is that noise?
What is happening?
Dog. Plus squeaky toy.
Killed it. I broke it. I broke our Tremere.
Yes, and I'm sorry about the dog and the squeaky toy in the background.
Oh, dog and the squeaky toy. I thought that was you laughing.
That is me laughing as well, but thank you. Fuck you.
Amazing.
Hey, you don't have the charisma.
Who says I don't? My charisma's not that bad.
Yeah, charisma is 3, and actually, technically, she does have the advantage of the beautiful advantage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, in honesty,
let's not get into a seduction off.
in honesty, Arlo, in your regards, technically, every time you look at it, you should be taking some level of compulsion.
Yeah.
So, to you, her charisma is actually 5.
No, fair.
Ha!
Yeah.
So now that I've sampled one of tonight's delicacies, how about a dance, Arlo?
2 of tonight's delicacies, and of course, I will grace you a 3rd.
Cocky.
All right, I want. between the pair of you, both to roll dexterity, both to roll performance, and add your stuff together.
Well, I don't have anything in performance, so it's just 3.
Dexterity and performance.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
One success from Nyx.
Save us, Arlo, save us!
Whee!
Boy, does he say!
That's 6 successes from Arlo.
Yep.
Nice.
Did you roll any of your hunger dice in with that?
Arlo has
think...
no hunger at the moment, AJ.
Arlo does have hunger.
Okay, Arlo has 1 hunger, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, because we've sped up since he...
So 1
hunger
dice.
I will roll 1d6 and see which of those was your hunger dice. The 4th one in, so it is a messy critical.
10.
Yes. So this is a 6 successes with a messy crit.
Oh dear.
Yep.
The pair of you take to the dance floor, and you're being led a lot, Nyx. You basically are... You can't tell if Arlo's trying to match or perfect what he saw you do, but this has turned more from a dance into a contest.
Mm-hmm.
I fully expected it would.
Yeah.
Arlo,
Mm-hmm.
you get hungrier.
Yep.
Basically, I'm trying to think of the best way of doing this. The best way is probably to show you. Oh, god damn it.
Dance off, bro.
I just had to. It's alright, I did cheesecake before it.
Yep.
Yeah, now I want fucking cheesecake, thank you.
Sam.
Yeah, you and me as well.
Fine. I just ate chicken Kiev, so I'm very happy.
It's fine, I'll see what I can do about cheesecake.
Yes! Cheesecake!
I have news, by the way. I could be in time for steak.
Steak is being moved to Saturday due to my driver not arriving till after time.
Understood. Then I will definitely be there for steak.
Oh, yes. Anyway.
I'm not going to be able to find the GIF I want. But let's just say that this has turned into a... this is now a form of war.
Of course, you're dancing with a toreador.
Right. So that's happening. Once again, the dance floor to jazz seems to pick up into some sort of almost flamenco dance.
Mm-hmm.
Alyssa, what are you doing right now?
I'm going to change that flamenco back to jazz. With the thing that I was going to do about half an hour ago. Or
Which
an hour
was?
ago. I told you what I was going to do. Did you not see?
Did you send it to me as a message?
Yeah, I did.
Oh.
Oh?
Right. Then describe it for me and make your necessary rolls.
What rolls do I need?
Charisma.
Fuck.
Plus performance. Plus your 1 dice.
So that would be... Oh god, really? Only 3? This could go horribly wrong.
Yes,
you're going to ruin our dancing.
Can and did.
I would
Wait,
like
what?
to use a willpower.
You can use a willpower and re-roll 2 of those.
Guess which ones I'm re-rolling?
Would it be the snake eyes?
Yes. There we go.
3
3
successes.
successes.
What are you singing?
Bear with.
Something we can dance to well, please.
I'm not doing you any favours. Hang on.
Oh.
Hang on. Well, no, you can't dance to it. It's just a different type of song.
If it's rap, I'm gonna have to stake you.
No, it's not rap. It's not rap.
I will drag her
there
outside
you go.
as Prince of the...
There you go. It's in Discord.
Kinda was hoping it was rap.
Oh no.
It's not rap.
Oh my god, that one. Okay, so we're doing possibly the most impressive slow dance.
It has now turned from what was flamenco into, at the point in time where you have dipped and span Nyx and brought her back up, that kicks in with Alyssa on vocals, and this has just gotten a whole lot closer and slower.
Yep.
Gwen, what are you doing right now?
Well, Jen has just been wandering around observing things because, you know,
Nosy Bruiser.
she's a nosy bruiser, she's a librarian, she doesn't like partying, she's just there to see what's going on. And once this music kicks off, she sort of gravitates towards the dance floor and stands at the side, just observing.
Okay. You gravitate towards the dance floor, stand to one side and observe. What are you doing right now, Elizabeth?
So Elizabeth will have gone round the roulette tables, emptied out what's left of her upper limit, and now be heading to the dance floor for a drink, etc.
Okay. As everyone accumulates up at the dance floor, Alyssa, you're part of the way through singing what you're singing. Arlo and Nyx, you appear to be performing in a rather awkward slow dance, despite the fact Arlo is still trying to win.
I'm rolling with it.
I imagine at this point Nyx is just gonna try to be classy and seductive.
And that's why two alphas don't belong together.
Okay. Nyx, charisma plus persuasion plus your seduction.
Okay. 7.
Arlo,
Yeah. Charisma.
insight plus wits to resist.
Okay.
That could have gone better.
It's 4 successes. Oh no.
Oh no.
That's
one
blood
success.
Wait. Oh, hold on. Got 2 of those. So, roll the other one. So those are my blood dice. And then. Yeah, that's.
Oh, that's a messy critical.
One of those was your blood dice, you said, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's a messy critical on a seduction resistance.
How do you attain that?
Well, you rolled it. One of your blood dice is a 10, didn't you?
Yeah.
And there is a 10 in your normal pool, isn't there?
Yeah, so there's 2 10s.
That is a critical, and because one's on your blood dice, it is
Yeah.
a messy critical.
Yeah.
And this was you resisting her seduction attempt.
So 6 to resist the seduction attempt, and I get instead I get hungrier.
No.
No.
Now, what I want you to do, Arlo, is charisma.
Yeah.
Weirdly, I'd say plus persuasion, but
Okay.
as you attempt to seduce back.
Alyssa, you let your vampire man.
Because you don't want to lose.
I'm not losing. I'm not being seduced by a premier.
You led your vampire into the arms of another woman.
Oh yeah, Alyssa's just like rage on her face.
2 successes. I would like...
Blood dice.
And the blood dice. Okay.
Oh god.
Which is now 3.
4 successes. 5 successes. Nyx, I want you to roll me wits plus insight.
Oh my god.
Alright, okay, so that's
What is
4.
happening?
Mess.
Blood dice.
2 successes. So, Nyx, consider
Oh,
yourself
God.
seduced.
Oh shit! Oh god.
Alyssa, This is happening 12 feet in front of you. I have a question for you. Does that make you, as Alyssa, angry?
It's like that low-key anger where she's internally angry, but she's not going to do anything about it because she doesn't want it to be blatantly obvious.
Oh, Alyssa, you don't do low-key anger anymore. Werewolf Rage activate.
Oh
Oh,
You don't do low-key anger.
shit, I forgot.
You hear a boom boom in your chest.
Oh my god, my heart is actually beating. Fuck my life.
The song takes a distinct tempo shift.
I think I've got the perfect thing for this.
Elizabeth, you start to realise something's not right. Jen, you start to realise something's not right.
I'm just going to look to Jen. Inside the house? What are you wise now?
I'm lost in seduction, right?
And Elizabeth,
Say that again, Nix.
I said I'm lost in seduction, right?
I mean, you notice that the song has changed. But you're not really sure. It's still the same song, it's just the voice that's coming out is angry. But you are 2 points lost in seduction, yes, and Arlo, you are compelled still by your messy critical.
Compelled to what? Keep seduce.
Yep.
Oh, good. So can I try kissing Arlo?
Yes.
Into the house,
can.
slightly quicker, please.
Yep, in the house. In the house, going in the house, going to own room, locking the door.
The dance floor has parted. Some have parted because of what they can see on the dance floor and have just given the prince space. Some have gotten the fuck away from the stage because something is about to occur.
Being that they're parting, I'm gonna take Nyx inside.
Oh, you're gonna give me.
No.
No.
Oh, Nyx is going to get.
You start heading towards the house. Alyssa, what do you do?
So Alyssa is basically going to see this happening. She is going to essentially fling the microphone stand away from her. She's going to take off her shoes and she is basically going to run and snatch Arlo towards her with a shout of, "Mine."
The first thing you hear is the feedback of the microphone hitting the wall. Now, I would like to offer some comparison here. If you can look at your own map and see how far away from the wall the jazz area is, that is how far it has been flung.
You yeeted that microphone. You yeeted it.
It
Oh.
landed at the wall of the house.
So looking at
Oh,
that distance from the jazz band and dance floor, you just yeeted it about half a mile.
I think half a mile is probably a bit much there.
No, sorry, quarter.
I'd say that that's at least 300 feet
Yeah.
Yeah.
before
Okay.
it makes impact.
Is the cable that long or is it wireless?
Oh no, it's gone. The cable is pulled out. That was where the feedback came in.
Oh.
You hear the sudden ripping sound and the sound of mechanical feedback. Arlo,
Yep.
you look over your shoulder and see an approaching Alyssa.
Immediately having flashbacks to the hot goddamn were spider scenario, I drop into celerity.
While still holding Nyx?
While still holding Nyx.
Oh, wow.
Oh god, what does this mean?
Nix, it's a good job you can't breathe because the sudden speed you are moved at would have just crushed all the air out of your lungs in one go.
Oh shit.
Alyssa, you get halfway across the dance floor, Arlo directly looks at you and then hits full speed.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I'm not entirely sure how I should play this out, whether it should be a, like, run and chase after him, or that look and then him hitting celerity would kind of be like a rejection.
I leave that to your discretion.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that look, and that drop into celerity is a rejection. So internally, there is that pack life mentality just saying you've been rejected from the person you want to make your mate.
Oh. Oh god. No.
She's just stood in the middle of the dance floor, just staring at where he was. And then she's just going to turn around. She's just going to turn around and walk into the house.
For those in benefit of the view of the dance floor, which at this point in time is basically a open grass floor. It's kind of like a barnyard dance level. There is this sudden pressure change as muscles that were not before used just clench. You can see parts of the ground around where Alyssa's feet are divot from the sudden almost Dragon Ball Z-esque bang of pressure. The look you get, Arlo, on your way out is hate. It is
Lovely.
hatred and rage.
Fantastic.
It is impossible levels of murderous hate. At which point in time, Alyssa looks around, the rage finally subsiding, and away you walk, off and inside.
Yep. I'm essentially like that kicked puppy straight back to my bedroom. And as soon as I'm in the bedroom, I'm slamming the door shut and I'm tearing off the dress and I'm tearing off the mask. I'm flinging it into the corner with rage and just like the most anguished, despair-ridden scream.
Elysium comes to an end as everyone sees fit and sees the correct moment of needing to get the fuck out.
Yeah.
The only people that remain behind are Michael's coterie. Mostly because Michael's just sat back at one of the tables, looking up at the top floor going, well, that happened.
Hell yeah.
While continuing to fleece everybody of cash.
No, there is no one left to fleece. Everybody has headed out. The only people remaining are staff, retainers, and Michael's own coterie. Jen, you and Elizabeth have made your way into the house. Right at the point in time, one of the doors leaves its hinges, which is the back door. As oddly, that vampire doesn't know its own strength right now. You actually see a slight pull of the door come away, and the look on Alyssa's face of just deadpan, I'm done, as she drops the door off to one side and walks past you both.
I thought I was bad.
If you excuse me, it looks like I'm going to have to put the cost of a door into the cost of all this Elysium.
You say that out loud. Alyssa, you heard Elizabeth say that on the way past, in what could only be described as possibly one of the snarkiest comments you've heard of the evening. Your patience is currently at 0. There is a beating in your chest.
Yeah, I'm about to fucking put my hand around Elizabeth's throat and hoist her against the wall.
Oh shit.
Would you like to use Bite of the Lion?
Oh god.
I can't even remember what it does. Hang on.
Would you like me to read it out for you?
Hang on, I've got
Just
it.
so everyone else knows precisely how this is
lion
gonna
bite. Yeah, no, I'll do lion bite. Fuck it, yeah.
Okay, so for reference, you're declaring this as a strength and brawl, yes?
Yes, I am.
Please roll that. Adding on 2 dice to your strength.
Yep. And a +1 for my grappling.
Yes?
Yep. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Would it be? Sorry, I keep forgetting. Is it the pool and then plus how many blood dice I've got?
Roll the pool. How many blood dice do you have right
1.
now? Roll the pool -1, then roll the 1.
Okay, so
Please, God, don't make this a messy crit.
I promise
Because
nothing.
if it is,
So first lot.
well, there's 2 10s.
Yeah, but this isn't my blood die. So this is my pool of dice,
3 10s.
and this will be my blood die.
The blood die's not a crit, at least.
No.
4, 5, 6. Right, I would like a dexterity and either brawl to parry or athletics to dodge from Elizabeth.
That'd be a brawl then. So that's my 7 dice. So I'll be taking 1 off the dice.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna have to roll. I'm gonna have to roll 5, then 1, then another 1.
2 successes. 3 successes.
And the blood die.
Ooh, messy crit.
Dear Christ.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Do you know the worst part? It was a messy crit, but still wasn't enough.
No, it wasn't.
It's just a 5 against a 6, isn't it?
No, it was a 6 versus a 7.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, you are grabbed, Elizabeth, by your throat and choke slammed to the ground. The messy critical is your beast going into flight mode.
Oh dear.
You just go, nope, nope, no, no, no. What animal are you based off of?
Elizabeth's wolf.
It was a wolf. Yeah. Basically, superimposed over this image, imagine, you know how lions take their prey down?
Yep.
Where they grab them by the throat and basically choke them.
Yep.
That's what's happening to you. And your wolf knows it. And it's having none of that shit. I mean, you start scrabbling, scurrying. You are in terror right now. Terror frenzy, please.
Yeah, that's a straight willpower, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Fight the frenzy.
You don't actually, yeah. Yeah, that's
wow.
frenzied. That's a frenzy.
This started off as a perfectly innocent slow dance.
Okay, so for reference on the lion's bite, you do normal damage and establish a chokehold on the creature you attack. So just for reference, Alyssa, counting the 1 success on top of it, your current strength of 5, that's 6 successes, isn't it, effectively? 6 superficial damage, Elizabeth.
Okay, so mine.
I'm not done.
Yep.
Every round, you may roll strength to attempt to break free. If you don't break the hold, after 2 times your stamina in rounds, which if you don't break the hold in the next 6 rounds, bear in mind that includes if you go unconscious, you will take 1 aggravated damage every round that cannot be regenerated until the hold is released.
What?
I just wanted to dance. I wanted to.
You literally can feel your windpipe being crushed. Now that's not so bad, but the spinal column is. If your head gets severed, that's final death.
Yep.
Oh shit.
Alyssa, willpower roll for me, please.
Just straight willpower.
Straight willpower.
Oh well, that's lucky. I've wasted one this evening, so you know. 2 successes.
2 successes. There is a moment where you can, if you so choose, without, and I will say this properly, without giving up your anger, let her go.
I'm gonna let go of her, and as I do, like, I'm gonna, for a moment, squeeze a bit tighter, and then kind of like almost the half push in, and then pull my hand off. And as I do it, I'm just gonna go, don't fucking try that again. Don't say anything, don't do anything, just keep your goddamn mouth shut.
Halfway through the first 3 words before the flight frenzy kicked in and Elizabeth is running out the back door. Abject terror, off into the night.
What a clusterfuck.
Yep.
Yep, as there you go. Once she's ran away, I'm just gonna stand up and make my way to my room.
As you're standing up, Jen, you just watched that. That's not a vampire's ability. You have no idea what the fuck just happened there, and you are intimately acquainted with potence.
I get the feeling Jen has been very quietly and very carefully just backing the fuck away.
You have moved yourself to one of the back walls entirely out of the situation, hands in the air, going, nope, not my dance, not my monkeys.
Nope.
But as Alyssa looks at you, her eyes are cat-like. She has the feel of regality about her that a lion projects.
I need to research this.
Alyssa, do you say anything?
Oh, sorry, what was that?
Do you say anything, Alyssa, to Jen?
Yeah, I'm gonna look at Jen and just go, you don't tell anybody.
I
hear me?
I don't work here.
No, you don't work here. I'm not stupid. I know you're with Godson's coterie.
No. She meant that in like, I don't work here. This isn't my shop. This isn't my business.
Just keep your mouth shut.
And stalking away off upstairs, followed by the sound of things being thrown, battered, and screaming, goes Alyssa. Arlo, Nix, you were both outside when you saw Elizabeth with a fucking ruined neck that looks like it's had a complete imprint of almost a lion's paw mixed with a hand across her throat. Just carry on running, and looks like she's not going to stop till she hits the woods.
What the hell was that?
I don't know. This has happened before. This is exactly what happened before I, almost died. Prefer for this not to happen again. We need to get out of here. We need to leave.
Okay.
Roll me a willpower plus resolve, Arlo, because you sound afraid.
Okay. Resolve. Oh no, I'm not getting Gaia'd again, am I?
No, you are afraid of this from the sounds of it. Which I'm not surprised. There's a very good reason to be. I just want to illustrate the fact that if your body's saying that, your beast is maybe thinking the same.
Yeah. So that's 3 on the dice, which is 1 success, and 3 on my blood dice.
I've just seen the Agritsuko stuff. Yes!
2 successes.
2 successes. You hear a rumbling in your ears from the beast that basically goes, "Yeah, boss, we need to go." That could have been you. That was likely going to be you.
Yep.
We did just have our first JoJo reference.
Which one?
The super animated fight of lion versus wolf.
Lol. Yeah, that was. You're presuming that was a fight and not a lesson.
Yeah, no, that's a lesson.
Okay.
The lion says bow. It's okay.
The lion does not concern itself with the opinion of sheep.
I think we're gonna try and get out the window.
You never entered the house. You just ran off in a different direction with Celerity. That's why she's going in the house.
Yeah. If we went towards the house and round.
Yeah.
And we just saw Elizabeth run off.
Yes.
Arlo's going after Elizabeth with Celerity.
Is Arlo still holding on to Nyx?
I'd imagine so.
Okay. You run off into the night with Nyx. From your window, Alyssa, would you make me a awareness plus intelligence check?
Just out of curiosity, seduction has worn off now, correct?
That's a very tough call. I'll answer that question in a moment.
Okay.
Just the one.
You are too busy ruining the place to see
Yeah.
anything. You know Nyx relatively well. Nyx, does danger cause any excitement?
Oh, what kind of excitement?
You know what kind.
What?
A little bit?
Then no, the seduction really hasn't worn off because you are basically being carried away by a Toreador who is, as far as you're now concerned, trying to save you from something that you're not 100% sure what.
Oh god. Arlo, I'm so sorry, but she's... Yeah, she's gonna... Yeah. She's gonna be trying to seduce you again.
Me again?
Christ.
I'm sorry.
Fuck's
Okay,
sake.
go for it.
Persuasion plus charisma plus 1.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Add an extra 2 on, actually, because beautiful.
Alright, so let's see, that was original 7, so that'd be 9.
Wait, I didn't get my 4 for stunning.
3.
Yeah, but this has turned into a different situation now.
Okay, fair.
4 successes. 4 successes. Wits and insight, Arlo.
Wits and insight. Would my specialization in desires count here?
No, you 100% know what she wants. There's...
Yeah, but I mean, if I'm
is-
rolling an insight on...
This is
yeah.
a resistance thing. This isn't to resist
Okay.
desire. Desires is an identifying
I'm
them.
trying to resist her desires. My desires. What? Let's do it.
2 successes?
2 successes and...
4 successes. You are technically the defender. You just win. Means you resist the
Seduction.
you can resist the seduction if you choose to.
I choose to resist the seduction because I am running away. I don't want to be seduced. I want to be alive.
I believe how those words are. Once we are out of danger, maybe perhaps then we'll spend at least an hour.
Maybe later, wink.
I'm writing that as a quote. I don't want to be seduced. I want to live.
I want to be alive.
Nyx, you are not used to being turned down. Does this dissuade Nyx, or is this now turning into a game?
It is now a game.
Oh, dear.
I understand. Your next maneuvers involve the phrase presence and dominate.
Ooh.
Yes!
Oh, God damn!
Are we going to get into this? Because this is going to be a thing.
Okay, so I've never. Alright, so it's just presence and dominate?
No, that's when it comes round. We're definitely not there yet.
Okay.
I just wanted to dance.
That's really all I
You
wanted.
had to make it a slow song.
You're the one who had to make this a competition.
Hey, you chose to dance with a toreador. That's on you.
I was being
Yes.
polite.
That Toreador made it a competition twice.
Yeah, you did.
Just never start a seduction siren.
I'm sorry, who's winning?
It's not over yet, sweetheart.
Okay.
I'm dying. I'm legit dying. I wish I'd left my webcam on.
Are you aware of my feeding type?
What is your feeding type, Arlo?
Scene queen, bitch.
Arlo's all about the drama.
Yup. Right.
Alyssa,
Just end
you have
me.
been left. You have been left in this house, effectively alone, other than the servants who now will not go anywhere near you.
Has rage finally wore off?
Most of the room is now a ruin, but yes, your point of rage has burned away, effectively.
Okay.
Elizabeth,
Yep.
you have reached the tree line and you have left your fear frenzy.
Okay. And with that, I'm going to first heal.
I
then
honestly
some.
thought you were going to say, and with that I melded to the earth. Fuck this!
Oh god, not again.
Again.
No.
I'm going to
Not
heal and return to my bedroom.
Roll a rouse check.
Oh
You
dear.
get hungrier.
Yay.
Okay, I'm going to heal and then I'm going to get.
You heal
Because-
3 points of superficial damage, because that is it 3, your stamina?
My stamina is indeed free.
Then you heal 3 points of superficial damage.
Yep.
And you start out towards your bed.
Via whatever blood we've got still left from the party.
Which there is no one around to dispense it, but enough has been. It has started to be cleaned away. It can't be just left out in the night air, as it were.
Well, I'll help the staff by cleaning some of it away personally.
That sounds perfectly fine.
Can I make a point that the minute anybody enters the house, they are going to hear me screaming / crying?
Elizabeth, you can hear that from here.
Oh, okay.
Entirely on the grounds that you have a new set of ears.
Yeah. Yep.
Your ears are now wolf-like.
Yep. That'll be the thing.
In fact, weirdly, at the point in time you hear them, your ears actually go down like a scalded puppy.
So I'm going to get drink, and then I'm going to go put on the large noise-cancelling headphones and listen to some music in my bedroom.
Jen, Michael's still here. You have no sign of Jasper.
We never have any sign of Jasper.
No.
I can't remember Kelly's character's name.
Saffron.
Saffron,
Sapphire.
thank you.
Saffron.
Always after the
she's
lawkeeper.
in and around, just sort of bimbling over things, picking them up, maneuvering them around, putting them into what looks like a some sort of weird feng shui pattern. She seems to gather up some things from one table, places them on the ground into what looks like an almost ritualistic circle. She gathers up another bunch from another table and pushes them into a ritualistic circle as well. Standing between them, she then just gathers up some more, what looks like cutlery, and lays them in a sort of almost curved line that nearly connects the two circles. Alyssa, I want you to roll me a basically an awareness plus wits.
Okay. So that's my pool, which is poop, plus my 1 blood die, which is also poop. Nothing. I
That is a direct fail.
I sense nothing. I am too much crying and screaming.
That's fair. You are too busy doing what you are doing. Every time one of the sort of staff comes anywhere near this eldritch creation she's drawn on the floor, Saffron will just sort of wave them away, going, "It's not time yet. It's not time."
Oh dear.
She looks over at you, Jen. "I'm making it better."
Oh.
You're gonna have to be more specific.
Points up directly at Alyssa's window. "I'm making it better."
Oh no.
You do hear that, Alyssa, no matter where you are from it.
I stop. And I just look out the window.
As you look down at this eldritch pattern, it's a smiley face.
I smile.
It's two circles and a curved line.
I smile. I put my hand over my mouth when I'm smiling. Behind my hand.
She looks over at you, Jen, for pointing up again. "See? It worked!" And then walks off.
Jen just
Godson's
has
dying of laughter in the corner.
Jen just has like her 2 fingers on her temples. I'm the bruiser. I'm supposed to be the unreasonable one. I'm the most sensible person I've met all night. This is why I don't come to parties.
Godson has still not stopped laughing. In fact, hearing your monologue, he is laughing harder.
You are not helping.
I'm not supposed to be.
You are purposefully not helping.
Oh, so good. So
She
happy.
puts her hands on the table and leans right into his face. And I saw what you were doing with those cards, matey boy.
Game's done now. Can't do anything about it. Should have said something earlier.
Have you ever had a paper cut?
He just grins at you for a moment. Yes.
What's the most unpleasant place you've ever had a paper cut, Michael?
He just looks at you for a moment, raises a hand as if to speak, and then doesn't say anything.
You're going to give her some of that back.
He just looks for a moment. But am I, though?
I think you'll find you are. Unless you want to find out what happens when I sneak into your room with a pile of loose leaf.
I mean, that's fine, but I think there's one thing you're kind of forgetting.
She's just staring at him.
Yep, and because you're making a consistent eye contact, the second he said forget, he uses Cloud the Mind and removes your memory of him ever doing the card trick.
I can't remember why I'm threatening you, but that tells me that you did something.
I think it's mostly because it's me. You tend to threaten me a lot.
I fucking hate you, Godson. Do you know that?
I think the threats have given it away.
She just drops into a chair, puts her head in her hands, and you just hear the sigh of 1,000 ages.
He passes a glass over.
Rhubarb crumble.
Literally, as the camera's very much focused on you with your head over it, you just see this hand coming out of shot, slowly pushing a glass before slowly retracting.
She glares at him for a second, and then just sighs as if to say, why the fuck not, and just knocks it back.
It tastes of some sort of mixture of Coca-Cola and sherbet.
But how do you even do that?
He shrugs. Don't ask me, I've been hyper all night.
You don't fucking say.
Good party. Raises a glass and drinks of himself.
I believe the gift covers everything Godson is doing.
Yeah, it does.
Also, are there any humans around that aren't like in on everything?
Any that aren't in on everything, no.
Like,
everyone
you know,
does.
apart from servants and stuff who know what's going on.
No, all the kindred in the area took their ghouls and left. The only thing left are serving staff.
I fucking hate being a vampire.
Yep. He clinks his glass slightly with yours and necks some down. Meanwhile, Alyssa, now you've seen what you've seen, and Saffron has wandered off somewhere. You're not calmed down, but you're calmer.
Yeah, I'm just gonna slink to the floor, like with my back against the wall, and I'm just gonna bring my knees up to my chest and like almost like hug my knees. And
You hear the sound of the door next door being opened and closed as Elizabeth enters.
From the floor, I'm just gonna yell, not yell super loud, but yell loud enough that she'll hear, which doesn't have to be super loud. And I'm just gonna say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean for that.
Count it as even.
Sure. Counted as even.
Elizabeth puts her headphones on and starts doing whatever Elizabeth does.
Going through the books.
You're
I'm literally accounting because it's Elizabeth's way of cooling down and chilling out.
Alyssa, you're basically holding onto your knees by the bed. Arlo and Nix!
Yep.
Yeah. Fuck are you two, you filthy fuckers?
You're in the
That's
woods.
yet to be determined.
You are in the woods at this point in time. You have got basically about far enough away that you can barely see the house.
Yep.
Yep.
What?
And no sign of Elizabeth anywhere.
No sign of Elizabeth anywhere. So, what are you doing?
I am enjoying this game of cat and mouse, and I'm not about to give up.
Understood.
Arlo puts Nix down because Arlo has been carrying Nix around for a while.
And I'll
Okay.
be right back. I'm going to go to the loo after leaving you with that gift.
Fuck no.
Oh no.
You place Nix onto the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Are you placing her stood up or are you just going to drop her?
Stood up.
Okay.
Not a
So
savage.
To be determined. So, the area around you is basically just an open wooded clearing.
Yep.
You get the distinct sort of smell of night air. It's very crisp. It's like there's been some rain, but hasn't, so there's probably some water in the area. But other than that, you just have trees, a couple of stumps to sit on. It's a relatively nice clearing. Almost picturesque.
How romantic.
Do I have to make a composure roll?
It's not beautiful. It's
Picturesque?
It's picturesque enough. It's not like Toreador Compulsion beautiful.
Okay. I was just checking. So, we're in the clearing. I take it Nick's here. I was looking for Elizabeth. I've had a seduction attempt which I've batted off and gone maybe later.
Only
now
getting
we're all-
Nix's hopes up.
Huh?
Only getting Nix's hopes up.
And now we're here in the woods and no sign of Elizabeth. I don't know whether she's going to have stopped rampaging yet. I think we might just need to hang back for a bit.
I am fine with that.
I'm sure you are. Yeah, I get a little bit competitive.
You don't
If you
see me
haven't
complaining.
noticed. Oh no, I'm certain. No, I don't see you complaining. You're very correct. But that right there is that's going to be a shit show.
What's going to be a shit show?
Because as far as okay, let me talk you through something. As far as I'm aware, Alyssa is blood bonded to me. And what that means is what
I know what it means.
Yeah. What she just witnessed is going to be heartbreaking. Because that's how that sort of thing works. And I didn't mean it to be that way, but it's just sort of happened that way. Don't know what to do about it.
I'm sure she will be fine.
I hope so. I just don't want to mess her around because she's been through some shit.
She's an incredibly strong. Whatever she is now, I'm sure she'll be fine.
What do you mean, whatever she is now?
I mean, she's got. That's right. We haven't really filled you in on everything.
No, I was just really stoked to be planning a party. If I'm honest with you.
Look, how about we have that conversation? Cat and mouse.
Okay. In the meantime, what do you suggest?
I think you know very well what I'm suggesting.
Bow, bow, bow,
Wow.
Well, I am getting hungry.
Don't fucking tell Nix that.
What kind of statement's that? When in Rome, bang your coterie mate.
Do you know what? Arlo's not going to do it unless a sufficient seduction attempt has been made. That's just not how he rolls. He's
right.
a prize.
Okay, Nix. First things first, you pop ore.
Okay.
For reference, what ore does as our power is... Okay, add your presence to any skill roll involving persuasion or performance. So, what you are currently doing is you are rolling your charisma, your persuasion, your seduction bonus, +1.
That would be 8. For there.
2 successes. 3 successes. So, just 3 successes. Arlo, would
Yep.
you roll me a wits plus insight check?
Yep, no problem.
Really not rolling that.
Oops, so that's
1 success.
1 success from a normal.
Oh, my
die.
apologies. 2 more dice. Nyx, because I'm not counting beautiful onto that.
Oh, okay. Hold on. There we go.
Well,
Okay, that
There's
just
the
turned into a crit.
That's 3 more dice. Right?
That was 3 more dice, but I'm only going to count the 2.
Oh, I didn't even see that I rolled. I accidentally. Sorry.
That's 1. Is that only 2 successes to resist?
that is.
That is, yeah, that's 2 successes to resist.
Even without the additional beauty bonus, you were beaten by 1.
Yep. Well, I am getting hungry. Oh. And then fucking...
I believe the gift now counts for Arlo.
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't want to be seduced, I wanted to be alive.
You're still alive.
Weirdly, from where you are, there is still the sound of smooth jazz.
Just echoing through the woods in this clearing.
Just echoing through the woods to this clearing, yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, shit just got real.
Oh god. I'm so sorry, Arlo. I just wanted to dance.
Hey, don't be sorry. Shit happens.
Clearly.
So, you lean forward to basically bite down on Nyx's neck. Perception check, please. So, awareness plus wit.
Awareness plus wits. Okay. From me, yeah?
Yep.
Lovely. So. Regular dice. So that's 1. And blood dice. It's 2.
2 successes. You
Yeah.
do manage, despite all of this and the heart thumping in your ears, to hear your phone ring.
I hear my phone ring.
Yep. It's Elizabeth's ringtone. What is that ringtone?
What, the ringtone I have set for Elizabeth?
Yes.
Oh, you put me on the spot.
Should totally be she-wolf.
Yeah, she-wolf by Shakira.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So that is currently blaring out really loud.
In the closet.
Open up and set her free.
I just let it ring.
Okay, so now you have both Smooth Jazz and Shakira as the backing track.
They go
Yeah.
together.
However, there was one other thing that you might not have noticed, or you did notice originally, but now you start to get a rough idea. There is somebody else just outside this clearing.
I bet it's fucking Jasper.
Wait, I noticed there's somebody else just outside of the clearing.
Yes.
Okay, can I pop Auspex?
Yes, you can.
Now, do I want heightened senses or sense the unseen? Why not both?
Because you only have one or the other.
Oh, right, you can only have one or the other.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go sense the unseen because, yeah, I just presume that it's either Alyssa or Jasper lurking outside of view.
Okay, then as you look up, you can see this person. They're not looking at you, they're staring at the tree. With their black, long hair down to the small of their back. Dressed in what looks like some sort of nightgown. Just stood there.
Wait, which
In the
person?
Just the person that's just outside of your range, staring at
Okay.
the tree. You get the also, as you're looking like over Nix's shoulder, effectively.
Yep.
You can see there's another one. A man this time looking at a different tree. Then another woman looking at another tree. All with their backs to you. They just seem to be interspaced. 8, 9 of them. Near enough dressed in sackcloths.
The fact that they're all dressed in... like, everything else is fine. The fact that they're all dressed in really ugly clothes puts Arlo right out of the mood.
Well, clothes is
Damn
probably
you,
a bad way of
poorly
putting
dressed
it.
ghosts.
It's
Curse
more
you.
medical smocks.
That's still really ugly. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
I have a great deal of concern.
Oh no.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay, Arlo... Yeah. Arlo is well out of the mood and is actually beginning to get very, very anxious all of a sudden. You could probably tell, Nix.
Nyx is going to be really confused. And what the hell? Why'd you stop?
They're here.
They're here.
I don't mind an audience.
Trust me, you don't want this one.
Don't want this one.
Do I hear another voice? Who
Nope.
is it? I'm confused. Who's here?
You put me in the basement.
You put me in the basement.
You all put me in the basement and now they're
In the
here.
basement, now they're here.
Are you mean...
I think we need to leave.
We need to leave.
Right?
That was, by the way, coming in 9 different voices from 9 different people.
Yeah, that's not creepy, not at all.
Oh no. And Arlo is starting to... Oh shit. Does this remind him of what he saw when he looked at Elizabeth after the Gareth thing?
I was hoping you'd remember.
One sec, guys.
Yes?
Arlo has seen the void.
Hi,
He
sorry.
now knows what happens to all the souls he eats.
Charlotte fed them push there.
I just want to make sure someone is here.
Yeah, don't worry.
I don't want to fact.
So, was Nyx able to hear the voices or no?
Nix was not able to hear the voices. Nix is not even looking in the right direction.
Gotcha.
Arlo is just looking extremely sketched out, like, no, we shouldn't be here. We need to go.
Shouldn't it be here? Need to go.
Okay, well... Your room or mine? I'm sorry, I can't say that with a straight face.
Mine is a mess.
Mess.
So, yours?
Sounds good.
Arlo picks up Nyx again and fucking bolts. Again, still in celerity.
Forgetting all of Nyx's clothes by the sounds of it.
She's used to leaving her clothes all over the place. Fine.
It's fine. Arlo is covering the relevant bits.
Okay. Then you bolt back to the house, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be good if you could get there.
What?
Uh-oh.
You don't know where you are.
Nyx?
Yes?
I'm really confused.
Why?
Okay, so they were all here, and now I don't know where I am, and I'm... This is really bad.
Can we still hear the jazz music?
Not anymore. In fact, weirdly, after that last celerity burst, to the point in time where he stops. You don't know where you are either. Just in the woods.
Yeah, I can't say this looks familiar. Well, we can't be that far.
No, but I can't hear. Can't hear anything. And I should hear stuff, and I don't.
Shame we didn't pick heightened senses, isn't it?
All I would have done heightened senses. All I would drop sense the unseen right now, but he's too fucking sketched out. He wants to be able to.
You do still have that up, don't you? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
One of the trees nearest to you has a very weird symbol on it.
Describe the symbol?
Oh, I'm not going to describe anything. Bear with me.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh dear.
Well, bye, Arlo. Bye, Nix. It was nice knowing you.
You did this.
I didn't do anything.
Blame yourself.
I did nothing.
We only wanted to dance.
My humanity's clean. Fuck you.
You put me in there, you.
Yeah, I put you in there.
So,
You tried to kill me and put me in there while I was unconscious.
Well,
If anything-
the unconscious bit I will take responsibility for.
Yeah.
Okay, bear with me 2 seconds while I just load up the thing I need.
Guess I can.
Oh, come on. Don't be that guy. No one likes that guy. Stupid fucking image.
Oh.
Damn you, spectral cock blocks.
I mean, you kind of deserved it.
What?
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 Yeah,
No!
you kind of
The
deserve
fuck?
it. You kind of deserve it.
Why?
You kind of deserve it.
You had two options for girls tonight. You chose poorly.
Oh, wow. Harsh.
Whoa!
Why?
Whoa!
I mean, there's nothing wrong with Nix. I mean, I
Good
would've gone there.
recovery. Like, really good recovery. Really quick.
Elizabeth would so go there, but in Arlo's current condition, Arlo chose poorly.
Fuck it. I'm going to have to do this the other way.
Oh no.
It's going into Discord.
I mean, where was it supposed to be going? Into the...
I was going to
Fantasy?
use the actual viewer, on Fantasy Grounds to do it.
what, where half of us aren't?
Yeah, that might be another valid point.
Well, actually, no, only one of us aren't now. Oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Also,
Uh-oh.
that's for Arlo.
Mad World, yep. All around me are familiar faces.
Is that a symbol I can see, or no?
No, because you do not have Sense the Unseen up.
I don't think I even have that ability.
That is correct, you do not.
That's a lost flexibility.
Looking at that, and I've not ever seen that symbol before, like, out of character, but I would immediately presume that that's a symbol of the worm.
Well, what part about it indicates that it is a symbol of the worm?
Because it's spirally, and they talk. I was.
You
being
mean the
told-
big old black spiral in the middle of it?
Yes, that one.
It's a safe bet.
Yeah,
It's a
it's a
safe bet.
safe bet that that's the black spiral answer symbol.
Yeah. So I can see that on the.
On the tree that you're currently touching.
I back up real fast and try to move away from that damn tree. In whatever direction.
You take like a step backwards away from it, and then you just look around. Pick a tree. It's on each of them.
It's not. So they've been marking their territory here, from what I can tell.
Would appear so.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Great. So that means we're alone in the woods, and the Black Spiral, who are probably now hunting us because we killed their were spider.
Arlo, I think you're losing your mind.
Trust me, you can't lose something you never had. Just believe me.
Okay,
They've marked all the trees around here. The werewolves.
I don't see any markings.
I can. You don't need to see them. You can. I can see them. Possibly in a way you can't see them.
You can't see them.
I can't see them. Oh, okay. I get what you're doing. Just no.
Arlo,
So first, yes.
just look at me. Breathe. It's okay.
I don't do that. We don't do that, Nix.
Okay, it's just a human expression.
Listen. That's not going to calm me down. Forcing my chest muscles into spasms that are unnatural to me is not going to calm me down. We need to move, and I don't know where we need to move, and this is very confusing.
Very confusing.
I am naked in the middle of the woods, swiftly being carried around fuck knows where. You want to talk about confusing and unnerving? And I'm so fucking confused.
Yeah. Yeah. Arlo has no idea what to do at this point in time. Like, seriously, he doesn't trust his sense of direction. He doesn't trust that he's actually seeing what he's seeing because it's not being confirmed by anyone. And he keeps hearing voices, 9 voices.
Are you sure you're not just really, really hungry?
I am really hungry.
In fact, I'd even go as far as saying I'm starving.
You'd go as far to say as I'm starving.
Don't worry, though.
Don't worry, though.
I know the way out now.
I know the way out now.
Just follow me and everything will be okay.
Just look, come with me. It's gonna be all right. Just follow me.
Right, so you magically suddenly know where we're at and know how to...
Yes, I now know the way out.
Yes, and I now know the way out.
Just through these woods.
Just through the woods. Come with me.
And Arlo starts walking off.
Nyx is going to follow. You could have at least mid-drive. Or what was left of it, anyways.
Just... I don't know where the dress is.
I could have thrown somewhere in a bush.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. You've
It'll
got to
be
get out of
okay.
here. It'll be okay.
Okay, I'm fine.
So Arlo and Nyx both start heading much further north. The woods seem almost impossibly long, much, much more than it would appear to be on any of the maps on Google. Until eventually, they sort of crest open into this large clearing with a hefty sort of cut-off point at what looks like the edge of a cliff.
Mm-hmm.
And in front of you is this large mound with a single door.
Does it look like what I saw in my dream?
Almost exactly.
Does it resemble a hobbit house? It does.
To a degree, but it's much more like a cave.
Arlo remembers something from his dream, which is the man in sackcloth telling him that this place is not for him.
The sun will be coming up soon.
The sun's going to be coming up soon.
I suggest we hide in there.
Shut up. Shut up.
I haven't said anything. Why are you telling me to shut up?
I just...
Willpower check if you want out of it.
Yeah, I'd like to make one simply because of what I've just realised. So just straight willpower?
Yes, please. One success. For the next 30 seconds, you can use your own voice. 1, 2.
Listen, I don't know what's going on. We can't stay here. We need to get back to the house. If I try to do anything, I don't trust them. Just don't listen to me. Get us back to the house.
I don't even know where we're at.
I don't know where we're at either. I told you we did. I did. I don't know where we are. This place isn't for us. We shouldn't be here. Just find a way. Find a...
10,
I take my phone out of my pocket
9,
and I hand it to Nix.
8.
I mean, but the
7,
sun's gonna be up soon, shouldn't we?
6,
Look, I'm very
4,
fast. Just make sure that I go back.
Okay.
I'm
okay.
safe. Just
Stop.
Right, I'm going
I
to.
think I'm overreacting.
Hmm?
I think I'm overreacting.
I think you know what? I think I'm overreacting.
Just passing my phone back.
Give me my phone back, please.
No, I think I'm going to map.
There is no dial tone there, Elizabeth. No matter how many times you've been calling, nothing's been happening for the past half hour. What were you saying, sorry, Nix?
I'm going to look in the phone and I want to see if I can find our location.
Is your phone locked, Arlo?
Arlo's phone can't be... Well, no, he doesn't lock it because he doesn't have a fingerprint. So...
But would it be locked with anything else? Or are you actually saying to me a vampire is going to leave their phone permanently unlocked?
No, he doesn't leave it permanently unlocked. And I'm fairly sure it... Yeah.
You have a code?
Yes, but I haven't told Nix, so...
Pass it here, I'll put the code in.
You want me to send you the code?
No, Pat, you carry on. Pass it here, I'll put the code in.
Pass it here, I'll put the code in, and then we can find out where we are.
Okay, I'll hand the phone back.
You crushed the phone.
Yeah. It's okay, we didn't need that anyway.
Arlo! That may have been our only chance to find the house. Where we're at? We've ended up in some sort of Lord of the Rings fucking village.
It's too late now. It's officially starting to get light.
It's too late now. It's officially starting to get light.
Let's get in there. We can hide out for the night. For the day. Sorry.
We need to hide for the rest of the day.
See,
just get in there.
I am so confused because you just told me a moment ago not to listen to anything you say, and no matter what, to find our way back to the house and that we're not supposed to be here.
But
and
if you aren't supposed to believe anything I say, why were you supposed to believe what I said to start with about not believing whatever I say?
That.
I don't know. This night is just... I just wanted to fucking dance and you had to make it a competition and that fuck happened. We are in the middle of nowhere. And now it looks like we don't
Arlo
have a choice.
runs one hand across your cheek, Nix. Well, if you don't want to play...
Oh, no, I didn't say that.
Arlo starts walking towards the cave.
God damn, he knows my weakness. Alright, she's gonna follow.
I'm seeing it now.
And that is where I'm going to end for this week.
No!
Oh no! Wow, getting Arlo alone was easier than I thought it was going to be.
Jesus wept. Oh.
But Arlo's not alone, is he?
Oh, but
He will be by the time the night's done.
But he is.
Uh-oh.
Oh God.
It really is.
Yeah.
Black Spiral Dancers, yo, not even once.
No.
I know what my elf clan can do. Not even once, bro. Not even once.
I blame Alyssa for everything.
Whoa. Whoa.
If she hadn't gotten angry and jealous.
It's all right. It's okay.
Killed that werespine.
It's completely not an issue. Caleb is coming back next session.
Oh, thank fuck for that.
Oh, good. I like Caleb.
The minute Caleb comes back, it's just Alyssa going, "Give me the fucking axe! Give me the fucking axe!" Well, tell me you brought spares.
You know the worst part? I actually did go looking for a picture of Caleb. I can now officially show the pictures of Caleb.
Yay!
Bear with me a second. I will transfer them to the.
Oh God.
Is it Nathan Fillion? No.
Is it Nathan Fillion? Yes.
It is not Nathan Fillion.
Oh, why?
Why
You've ruined
not?
my dreams. You've ruined my life.
Bear with me.
Ruined my goddamn life, sir. Why is Nathan Fillion not Caleb?
I need a big hat. I need a really big hat.
Really
Actually,
big
no.
hat.
I believe that Caleb is better than Nathan Fillion.
Yeah.
Nix would touch that.
Let's go with yeah, I guess. Oh God. Oh God. I mean,
Let's put it this way: if Caleb was Nathan Fillion, then Nathan Fillion wouldn't be Nathan Fillion.
that is true. Bear with me 2 seconds.
No problem.
God, I hope Nix doesn't get killed. I like her.
What's the first rule in a horror movie?
Don't go into the woods to have sex.
That's the one.
That's actually 3 of the first rules in
To
horror.
be fair, that's not why we went into the woods. We went into the woods to get away from Alyssa.
Yeah.
I mean, you broke the other cardinal rule. Nothing good happens after 2 a.m.
But at least no one's on fire.
Give me give me a minute. It's funny you should say that.
Let's put it this way: two of the rooms in the house are now trashed.
Yeah.
We're lacking a back door, so you know that's a thing.
Well then.
The gangrel can't leave the premises for 2 nights because she now has wolf ears and no normal human-looking ears. So a big hat will not solve that problem.
I can't imagine Alyssa's going to take too kindly when she wakes up the next night and realizes Nix.
And you might have a Bruja infestation in your library.
What's
Yeah.
the
Just
current?
hiding.
What is the current date?
The current date is currently the 26th of May.
Actually, it'll be the 27th by now if it's getting to sunlight.
Yes, it is. Also, that is what I'm aiming for Alyssa's silver weapon, if she ever gets one.
Oh, that's cool.
That is gorge.
So when we resume in game, it will be the 2nd of June.
What?
What?
So I want Jen and Elizabeth and Alyssa to all work out what they do for that 1 week that they don't see Arlo or Nix.
Do the sad kick puppy in the bedroom.
For the whole week.
They've ran off
You're gonna
together.
have to
They've
eat.
eloped. They've left me. They've abandoned me.
Literally.
You're going to
She is gonna think we eloped, isn't she?
Pretty much.
Oh my god.
There is gonna be there's a pride mentality there that's like, Nope.
Shattered.
Elizabeth is just going to keep following up on the nightclub, going and getting food when it's necessary, and, keeping check of the books and trying to contact Arlo.
Actually,
And-
that's. Oh, sorry. Keep going.
So no one's coming looking
No,
for us. It's
I was
just...
about to say that's a lie because Alyssa does love Arlo a bit too much to be like, no, I can't accept this, and would probably spend a lot of time looking for him.
Yeah,
Aw.
Elizabeth would be doing the GPS tracking and stuff on Arlo's phone.
GPS tracking, and Alyssa's just fucking scenting that shit out.
Jen
That is
has
true.
absolutely no reason to believe that anything is wrong.
Fair.
She has gone back to her bookshop and she has sent a thank you note for the Elysium to the house. She's received no reply to it, has not found this strange, and is happily toddling along in her life. Because she believes that nothing is wrong.
No, nothing is wrong.
Nothing is wrong.
Nothing at all.
Nothing
At
at
any point in that week, would Alyssa or Elizabeth contact Godson?
Hell yeah.
Yep.
She
We've got
Jen,
2 missing.
You are put on
hires.
this task.
Is it done with a sort of, thing needs done? Jen, go do this. The fuck can't... Jen, go do this.
It's more on the grounds of Jen, go do this. You're the enforcer.
Yeah, that's true.
That seems fair.
I keep forgetting that Jen's a bruiser, because she's like the least bruiser that's ever existed.
So, can I get a confirmation on what date technically we will be coming back again?
2nd of
2nd
June.
of
It's a
June.
week. So it'll be a Sunday.
Yes, 2nd of June is a Sunday.
13 days remaining.
Oh god.
Oh dear.
I'm sorry, are we playing Attack on Titan now?
Yeah, pretty much. Because the other vampire group in Doncaster did something they probably shouldn't have done on the 16th of June.
And both games are going twined,
Entwined.
but they're ahead of us on time. They're ahead of us in time.
Basically because we missed a bunch of sessions. Like a month's worth of sessions.
Yeah. But that's why we changed it to a Tuesday.
Yeah, because then we could play.
Oh no.
No?
I don't like it when he does that.
AJ, you're such a dick. I'm just gonna say that right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Wait, what
But
just happened?
did you all enjoy the trauma?
Yes.
You know I enjoy the trauma.
You keep
I
making,
always enjoy trauma.
you keep making Alyssa's heart beat. It's fucking weird.
Dem's the power of rage, yo.
The power of rage.
You made me do a seduction battle.
Well, that's your,
I
that's
think
your
you'll
fault.
find you did that yourself.
Yeah,
Yep.
like you brought that on yourself,
Yeah,
friend.
you did. Yeah, you
Don't
did.
ever challenge a siren to a seduction battle.
I know, who thought that was a clever idea?
Hey, it was a dance-off. It wasn't a seduction battle.
Apparently, the prince thought it was a good idea.
What, to
Yeah,
dance? To dance at his own Elysium, yeah, of course.
yeah, what an Elysium that turned out to be.
Do you know what?
So-
The actual factor that made it all really, really awkward and turned it into that?
Go on.
Alyssa singing that song.
I mean, Alyssa did completely turn it from boppy jazz to slow dance.
Yeah, otherwise it would have just been like quite a happy, jovial thing.
It is true. That is when I got.
Yeah, that's when it got weird.
I mean, I wasn't expecting that to happen. I was kind of hoping for a moment of stop and stare, but you know, I understand. My free successes mean nothing. It's alright. Nobody questioned the fact that the once Nosferatu can sing.
Oh no! It was an absolutely beautiful performance. It totally inspired us in so many ways.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, we are but a slave to the dance.
Fucking fancy, beautiful fucking coterie. Can you all just not?
You're a slave to the dance. I'm a slave to passion.
Oof. Oof.
Well.
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
Ooh. Man.
So, on a mild side note as well, I need people to have a bit of a think on how we're dragging Phil into this one.
Yeah, that's gonna be difficult.
The follow-up?
Yeah, well, because he's Camarilla.
Yeah, because I was going to contact him. Wait, no, he was going to contact the next day.
I've got it very easy for you, actually, AJ.
Hmm.
Because Arlo is the prince and is supposed to be in contact with Donald. Donald has probably got a spy there and has noticed that Arlo's gone off the radar for a week.
That's a good point, actually.
Yeah, sounds about right.
And he's also wanted to get in touch with Nyx for some reason, and when he
She's
doesn't hear
also
from
gone.
Arlo or Nyx,
Yeah.
No, he was going to send a letter with the places that he'd like to live to Arlo, and getting no response to that because Arlo did say he was going to respond to it immediately.
Yeah.
I can work on that then. That's fair.
Yeah.
Something,
Just a knock on the door regarding my letter.
something you guys all didn't see because I didn't actually verbally act it out. But the minute I saw from the water tower that he was there, I instantly then dropped into unseen passage, and I was stood behind him the whole time that him and Arlo were having a conversation. I was waiting for him to say something that would make me want to just fucking strangle him.
Kill him and do it. Yeah.
I was stood behind him in unseen passage for so long.
And literally at the point in time that it was switched to moving into another area was the moment he used Sense the Unseen.
Yeah. And
Which
by
I
that
was
point, I'd already
laughing
left.
at so
Yeah.
hard.
I'd already left by that point.
that's hilarious.
Yeah. Mwahahahahaha. The Cheshire Cat strikes again.
I did like the ridiculously lengthy seduction battle this time.
That
Why
was
do I
amazing.
keep getting into battles with we keep getting into PvP contests that
Wasn't
end really
clever.
badly?
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, Elizabeth.
It was not my intention to get into
It's fine. Fine, I'm sure.
What you didn't expect is for him to get there first.
I was half expecting Elizabeth when I had her pinned to the floor to just fucking slightly turn her neck and bear it to me in fucking submission.
Unfortunately, fear frenzy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I like my new skill.
Yeah.
You wait till you see the other ones. That's just rank 2.
Yeah.
Can you use them to rescue me, please?
I'm gonna have to. I mean, annoyingly, I do have a skill, but it won't really work for finding you. I have one called Blood Scent, +2 dice on any roll made to track prey you have tasted the blood of, which actually, now come to think of it, would kind of work.
It would work immensely well.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh well,
it would.
we'll go then.
Yes, it would.
So I can track you, and what else would I use for tracking?
Survival and probably intelligence or wits.
Okay,
I mean, the
intelligence I
mo-
have, survival I have, and I would be able to possibly find Arlo.
The moment she goes into the predator trying to track the prey, that'd be Elizabeth in as well with Protean for the eyes of the beast, as well as all her skills.
Yeah. Oh, by the way,
I've got the good people to find me, really.
yeah, pretty much the ones who can track. What what level is my appearance now, AJ?
Appearance doesn't technically come under a thing anymore.
No.
The way you described yourself originally, you were
Hideous.
somewhat of a plain glaze over kind of person. So were we using the old vampire rules, it would be 2, potentially just pushing a 3.
Yeah, that's fine.
Bearing in mind that's average appearance.
Yeah. I have average
And the
appearance
extremely
without makeup
beautiful
on.
people are lost. Help us. Know your place. I'll go.
Did you just say know your place? Fucking
Don't
hell.
anger them. We need to be rescued.
Excuse the fuck all out of you.
Have you
So
learned
new characters
nothing?
needed.
Sorry.
Thanks,
No,
Arlo.
I think Elizabeth has seen what happens when you get on the wrong side of Alyssa now. I would recommend not getting on the wrong side of Alyssa anymore.
Oh no, I never said any of that.
Not her face.
I'm just taunting Jade.
Yeah, of course you are. Of course you are.
What?
Alright, guys, I think I'm gonna fuck off for the night.
Yeah, I
Plenty
think
of
I'm
time
done
for
for the
taunting when you're a
evening.
deer.
I look forward to seeing you all next.